Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live stream. Tonight's matchup will be between the Boone Toreadors and the Nevada Cubs. Boone comes into tonight's matchup with 2 wins already under their belt. They were able to beat Webster City 42-29 and also took down Des Moines East 69-11. Silas, who has been the standout player for the Toreadors so far?
I think Sydney Adams has a lot to offer to this team and has put up a really good performance these past couple games. She scored 21 points against Des Moines East and is averaging 17.5 points a game.
Yeah, that is one of the top 5 in all of 4A basketball for you. She's definitely been the best player for the Toreadors, no doubt. This will be Nevada's first game of the season, so with that, we will be back with you for tip-off.
Features your Boone Toreadors against the Cubs from Nevada. Now let's introduce the starting lineups first for the visiting Nevada Cubs. At 1 guard, a 5'8" sophomore number 1, Jory Hillman. At another guard, a 5'3" and senior number 5, Dakota Hendricks. At 1 forward, a 5'9" and senior number 14, Evelyn Anderson. And another forward at 5'7" is junior number 15, Emily Kelly. And at center, a 6' junior number 24, Rachel Borwick. Coached by head coach Jordan Bentley. And now let's introduce the starting lineups for your Boone Toreadors. And 1 guard, 5'5" and senior number 2, Eddie Tunzovic. And a second guard, 5'5" and sophomore number 10, Macy Chestnut. And 1 forward, 5'7" and senior number 20, Sydney Adams. And another forward, 5'7" and senior number 23, Shannon Jenkins. And a center, 5'11" and sophomore number 55, Ava Johnson. The Toreadors coached by head coach Cole Orson. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your caps as we honor America in the playing of the national anthem.
And we are here for some girls Torador basketball action. Nevada starts and wins the tip-off. They pass it down to the blocks, get it back out. Over Nevada, looking to get something going, trying to get inside, but it's not working. Get it down to the post. Good defense by the Toradors. Rebound recovered by Ava Johnson, and there will be a foul. So it's Torador's ball. Addie Tunzovic brings it down for the Toradors. She's been a good defender for the Toradors, one of the better defensive mindset players for the Toradors. She passes it over to Macy Chestnut, who gets it over to Sydney Adams. Jenkins gets it over to Tunzovic. Tunzovic loses the ball, and that'll be Nevada basketball. Bringing it down for Nevada is Dakota Hendricks. She gets it over to, it's back over to Hendricks. She pops a three. No good, but they get the rebound. Missed the layup, and it is rebounded by Macy Chestnut, who's bringing it up for the Toradors. She's being explosive. Adams looking to check up a three. Pump fakes. Takes an inside move. Rebound recovered by Johnson. Johnson puts up the layup, and it is rebounded by Nevada. Nevada gets it over to Emily Kelly. Kelly inside is open, has a layup, and it is good for Nevada's first score, and the first score of the game, 2-0 Nevada. Toradors inbound it, but to no avail as Nevada gets the ball back. It's back over to Kelly. Kelly inside, chucks up a shot. Might have been blocked by Johnson, but it is out of bounds. They'll say it was out of bounds by Boone, blocked by Johnson. So Nevada gets to inbound the ball. Inbounding the ball is Dakota Hendricks. She gets it over. It's back over to Hendricks. And poked out by Macy Chestnut. So Nevada will get to inbound the ball again. Inbounding the ball for Nevada is Emily Kelly. Kelly gets the ball over to Hillman, who throws the ball out of bounds, and that'll be Torador ball. This time for the Toradors, inbounding it is Addie Tunzovic. Tunzovic gets it into Adams, poked out by Nevada. So the Toradors will remain with possession. Tunzovic gets it into Adams, who gets it over to Chestnut. Chestnut has Jenkins. Gets it back over to Tunzovic, who throws it back over to Jenkins. Three ball, no good. So Nevada will bring the ball up again. They get it to the inside over to Rachel Borick. Saved, no. Back over to Toradors. Chestnut drives in. Spinaruski. Toradors. Adams, three ball, no good. Rebounded. Jenkins gets the rebound, throws it back over to Adams. Adams gets it over to Tunzovic, drives inside. Poked out by Nevada. Silas, it's been a slow start for the Toradors. What do you think they need to do to get some points on the board?
Well, they need to keep their defense strong, keeping the Cubs from getting some more points on the board. Got to also get some points on the board to keep this deficit, or to keep them from getting into a deficit here.
I agree, as that ball is intercepted. Adams threw up a prayer, and it was picked off. Dorian Hillman gets it over to Dakota Hendricks. She passes it over to Evelyn Anderson. Gets it inside over to Rachel Borick. Nevada just throwing the ball around, playing hot potato with it. Chucks up a three, and it is knocked out of bounds by Rachel Borick, and so it'll be Torador basketball. Torador's making a few moves along with Nevada. Torador sub out Ava Johnson and put in Avery Howie. And Nevada subs out Rachel Borick and puts in Avery Hertz. Toradors get it over to Howie. Throws it up to Jenkins, but then there's Tunzovic wide open. 3-ball. You got it. Tunzovic bangs home the 3. 3-2 Toradors. They take and they put their first points on the board, and it is a 3-ball from Tunzovic. Nevada trying to get the ball around. They chuck up a 3-ball of their own. Not answered. Howie tries to get the rebound. They'll say she knocked it out. And so it'll be Cubs basketball. Hertz inbounding the ball. She's going to try to get it over to Dakota Hendricks, and it'll be put there. And then Jorian Hillman just throws the ball out of bounds.
I believe that ball was tipped out by Sydney Adams.
It appears you are correct, Silas. Thank you. Silas is like an eagle watching every single play.
Thanks for the compliment.
Torto's up the ball again, inbounded by the Nevada Cubs. And Hillman once again just throws it up, and that pass is intercepted. Tunzovic brings the ball up the court. She gets it over to Jenkins. Tunzovic finds Adams, who splits the gap, but that ball is poked away. So Cubs will bring up the ball, trying to get some momentum going, trying to regain their lead. They get it down to the post. She has nobody, tries to throw it over to Hertz, and that is good Torador defense. So Adams loses the ball and then goes down there and makes a defensive play. And there will be a timeout. So we will get back to you after this short timeout. And we are back from that commercial break. Cubs basketball. Cubs throw it over to Dakota Hendricks, who gets it over to Evelyn Anderson. Drives in, throws up a floater. No good. No good again. Saved. Over to Dakota Hendricks. Cubs moving the ball around. Throws up the ball. No good. Sydney Adams brings the ball down. Macy Chestnut. No, Macy Chestnut shoots the basketball, and that is good.
That was a great play by the Toradors. Really swung the ball around there and made sure to get that 3 in for the.
Yeah, that was a good play by the Toradors. They're moving the ball around, playing some smart basketball. Looking to be a pass-first team, which is really good. As Tunzovic tries to find Chestnut, but it is no good. Toradors making a few moves. They take out senior Sydney Adams and put in sophomore Brooke Weisbrod, and they take out Avery Howie, sophomore Avery Howie, and put in sophomore Malia Shivers. So there's a few moves being made for the Toradors. We said the Toradors are being a pass-first team, looking to move the ball, and it's worked so far for them tonight. As that was a steal by Tunzovic, who's been a great defensive player for the Toradors. She gets it over to Weisbrod, who throws up a layup. No good. Bounced around the rim. Not sure how that one didn't go in. Evelyn Anderson bringing the ball up, and it is knocked out. So it'll be Cubs basketball again. Silas, the Toradors are leading. What do you like that they've done so far, and what do you think they need to continue to do?
I really like how they're swinging the ball around the arc, and they're really making good moves with the ball. Their defense is pretty strong, and they're getting the ball back and getting some points and shots up.
Yeah, their defense has been impeccable so far, and like Silas said, they're moving the ball around the arc. I agree, they're definitely playing good. Scoring that basket for Nevada was Emily Kelly. So it is now 6-4, and the Toradors lose the basketball, so it is Nevada basketball again. Final minutes of the first period here. See what Nevada can do. It appears they're making substitution of their own, taking out Kelly and putting in Olivia Jensen. She's a freshman. Cubs move the ball around. They get it over to Hillman. She's been a good passer and throws up a prayer and banks it. The bank is open on Tuesday, I guess. What a shot. So she'll go to the line for one, and that makes it 6-6. And the Toradors take out sophomore Malia Shivers and put in sophomore Ava Johnson. Ball bouncing around. Johnson rips the ball away from Nevada and comes down with the rebound. Sorry, I was choking there. The Toradors get the steal. With the ball up, try to get over to Weisbrod. She saves it. Nevada steals, and Chestnut tries to poke the ball away and be a foul on Chestnut. So the Cubs remain with the ball, and they'll take Chestnut out, sophomore Macy Chestnut, and put in senior Shannon Jenkins. Coming into the final minute of this first period, Toradors looking to maybe get one or two more baskets and just put a stop on this Nevada team. Cubs. Ball poked away by Shannon Jenkins, I believe. That was a good play by Jenkins. Putting some pressure on this Nevada team. Toradors will take out sophomore Brooke Weisbrod and put in sophomore Avery Howie, and then they'll take out senior Eddie Tunzovic and put in sophomore Macy Chestnut. Macy's been one of the best players for the Toradors so far, just being a good all-around player with passing the ball, playing defense, and being a good scoring option for the Toradors. Good defense by Johnson, and then that ball's poked away by Jenkins. Toradors applying some real pressure here on defense. Nevada inbounds the ball. They get it over. Get it over to Evelyn Anderson. She tries to drive in, gets it over to Ivan Sheets, who throws it up. Rebounded. No good. And so that'll be a shot clock violation. The coach is going to try to argue something. We'll see what he has to say. Refs talking about if there should have been some time added to the shot clock after that. She did get her rebound, so technically there should be some time left, but. So Nevada will get the ball back. And Kelly throws that ball right into Johnson, and Johnson wasn't going to let that happen. She knocks it out, so it'll stay Nevada basketball. Nevada inbounds it over to Dakota Hendricks, then gets it over to Evelyn Anderson, who gets it knocked out of bounds as she was trying to find Kelly. 26.9 seconds left in this first period. 6-6 game so far. Nevada gets it in to Avery Hertz. They look over. They have. Throw it up. Dakota Hendricks. No good, and that one will bounce off the rim and roll out with 15.4 seconds. It's Torador basketball. Toradors maybe get one more drive, looking to apply some pressure and get this last bucket to take the early lead and take the lead into the second period. Toradors make a substitution, take out Avery Howie and put in senior Eddie Tunzovic, who's bringing the ball up the court. She finds Jenkins, Jenkins takes the shot. Johnson tries to get the rebound. Nevada passes the ball to Macy, who airballs. And that'll be the end of the first period. It is a 6-6 game so far. Very strong defensive matchup as both teams are playing some great defense, and we'll be back with you after this short break. And we are back for this second period of Torador basketball action. It's a 6-6 game so far. The Toradors have the ball. Silas, tie game so far. What do you like the Toradors are doing as Sydney Adams bangs home the three ball?
The game's not tight anymore. Sydney Adams just scored a three right there, and she has shown that she has a very good three-point percentage throughout these past couple games. She has 37.5 three-pointer percentage with also a 44.8 field goal percentage, and that is very good in my opinion.
Nevada just bangs home a layup. Wasn't able to see who scored that one, but nevertheless, it is a 9-8 game. They get it back over to Adams. Adams drives in, throws up a floater, and that is a foul. So she'll go to the line for two. Sydney Adams has been a very good free throw shooter. Silas, what is her percentage on the year?
I believe she is at a 60% free throw percentage. And that might go down here soon. I believe she has one more, so let's see if she makes this one.
She's been a very good shooter so far, so we'll see. Misses the second, so Silas is definitely right. That's going to go down a little bit, but she's still going to be the best shooter for the Toradors. A little bit of Euro action. No good. Sydney Adams brings the ball up. She's been a good scorer. Tunzovic pump fakes the three ball. Gets it over. Toradors are moving the ball around. Johnson, and they'll call Johnson for travel. Toradors and Nevada making some moves. Johnson goes out and Shivers goes in. Then Nevada makes some moves. It appears Kelly goes in. She's Emily Kelly. She's a junior. Dakota Hendricks brings the ball down for Nevada. She's a senior. They get it down over to Kelly, who's looking for a foul, won't get it. Senior Andy Tunzovic brings the ball up, throws it over to Jenkins, who just throws the ball back to Tunzovic, which is intercepted by Dakota Hendricks. Gets the ball over to Kelly, who drives in, puts up the layup. No good, and it'll be knocked out by Sydney Adams, it appears. And so the Toradors will remain on defense, and Nevada will remain on offense. Toradors take out sophomore Malia Shivers and senior Shannon Jenkins, and they put in sophomore Avery Howie and sophomore Ava Johnson, it looks like. The Toradors playing some good defense. That's what Corson's been working on with his team. He said he's looking to be one of the toughest defensive teams in all of the Raccoon River this year. And in his work so far, Sydney Adams brings the ball up for the Toradors. Looking, she drives in hard and gets the foul that she looks for. She's going to go to the line for two. She missed her last two, but looking to make a difference this time.
She makes these 2 points here. She might start pulling away from the Cubs.
She makes the first one, so Silas could be onto something with that. Sydney just has to get going, and when she gets going, there's no stopping her. Nevada takes out Evelyn Anderson and puts in Avery Hertz. Oh, rolls around the rim, but Johnson gets the rebound. What a play by Johnson. Gets it out to Sydney Adams.
Adams got her redemption there for those missed free throws.
What a shot by Sydney Adams. That was all barbecue chicken from there. Nevada's going to respond. Emily Kelly gets the bucket. 13-10 in the second period.
We're seeing a press here by the Cubs.
It's a press defense, but it might not work. Adams rolls around the rim. Johnson kicks it back out to Adams. Adams trying to find Johnson inside. She'll be forced to pass it out. Macy takes her own three. No good. The Toradors are taking some risky shots, and they're paying off, but then you get ones like those where it kind of just rolls around the rim and you get unlucky. But their defense, they have a lot of confidence in their defense to take those big shots. 13-10 game. Nevada just moving the ball around. Chucks up a three.
That is a three for Hendricks.
Bangs home the three. That was a good shot by Hendricks. Not seeing much. She took matters into her own hands. Chestnut gets the ball over. Howie takes the three. No good. Macy gets the rebound and tries to put up the layup. She's a smaller guard, so going to the paint is not ideal for her, but gets the rebound for her team. Nevada moves inside, and they'll call the foul on Johnson, so Avery Hertz will go to the line. Avery Hertz is a 6'2 freshman. She's definitely taller for a freshman, not only for a freshman girl, but also just for a freshman in general. Makes the first one. She misses the sack one, but Nevada gets the rebound and makes the layup, so they go back to the line for two. The Toradors are playing hard defense, and they're getting calls. Might look to switch it up for maybe, looks like they're playing a man defense. Might have to go to a zone defense to play less aggressive. So the Toradors will make some moves. They'll take out sophomore Macy Chestnut, put in senior Sydney Adams. They'll take out sophomore Ava Johnson and put in sophomore Malia Shivers. Kelly makes the free throw, and now the Nevada is going to go back to this press defense, and they got called for it. So the Toradors will look to get the ball. They'll get the ball back again. Nevada not going to go away from this press defense. They feel that this is what's going to give them the best chance, and it's worked pretty well so far, I'm not going to lie. Silas, what do you think the Toradors need to do in order to break this press?
Just going to keep that ball moving around and get the ball to Sydney Adams, I believe. And she responds with that three to tie up the game.
Yeah, makes another three. She's been unstoppable so far. That's her third three of the game. She's got 9 points off three-pointers, 11 overall, or is it just 9?
I believe she has made a 2-pointer.
So she has 11 of the Toradors, 16 points. Definitely been.
Might not want to quote me on that.
Yeah, we're going to quote Silas on that. 11 of the Toradors, 16 points. She's been the key player, and we'll get back to you after this short timeout break. And we are back after that timeout. So Nevada will bring the ball up after that Cindy Adams three-pointer. They're moving the ball around, gets it over to Dakota Hendricks.
It's a very even game here tonight. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought the Tours were pull away with the past two performances they put up against Des Moines East, and I believe it was Westford City. I believe they put up around 69 points against Des Moines East, which is pretty incredible in my opinion. What about you think, Jacob?
Yeah, that's definitely good for the Toradors basketball team. They struggled last year, and not only overall but in conference play. When we talked to Corson, he's looking to change that around. He said a lot of the players, they feel that the culture has shifted a lot from last year to this year, and so they like their chances. So the Toradors are definitely a better overall team as Macy takes the three-pointer off the inbound, pop and shoot action. Adams on the rebound.
Basket is no good for the Cubs.
Adams tries to find Chestnut, who can't hold on to the ball. Her momentum got her going, and she couldn't stop. So it'll be Nevada basketball, and they'll have Emily Kelly, who is a junior, inbound the ball. And they're going to get it to Hillman. Torador is running their own press defense right here. Appears the press is the way to go.
And that is a steal by Adams. Throws up the court to Macy Chestnut here. Tries to make a break for the basket.
Ooh, good move by Chestnut.
And it hurt.
What a play by Macy Chestnut.
And the tie is broken here tonight's game.
It is 18-16. I'd like to point out how Silas said that it is a closer game than we expected, as Emily Kelly on the layup. That was a good move by Kelly. Silas did point out it is closer. The Nevada Cubs are looking to maybe pull out a bit of an upset here, as they've got something to prove in this first game. So it'll be Torador basketball. Making a few moves. They'll take out senior Shannon Jenkins and put in sophomore Avery Howie, and they'll take out sophomore Ava Johnson and put in sophomore Malia Shivers. Oh, they keep Shannon Jenkins and they take out Macy Chestnut.
Correction.
They need to keep Macy pretty fresh, as she's been one of the key players tonight. Tunzovic takes her second three, bangs it home. What a play by Tunzovic. 2 for 2 on threes. She's been really good tonight for the Toradors on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Toradors are playing through Adams and Tunzovic and Chestnut, and they've all delivered tonight. Toradors a bit of miscommunication on that rebound, and it'll go back into the Cubs' hands for an easy bucket. 21-20.
Adams in the corner.
Tries to get it. Won't go. Rebound. Anderson gets it over to Kelly, who will take the layup. She'll miss it. Tunzovic brings it up, trying to get around that press defense that they struggled with. Throws it over to Howie, who will get the ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay. No, it'll be Cubs basketball. Toradors make 2 moves. They take out Avery Howie and Shannon Jenkins and put in sophomore Brooke Weisbrod and sophomore Macy Chestnut.
Inbounding here is Addie Tunzovic.
She's looking to get the ball to Macy Chestnut, most likely. Tunzovic gets the ball over to Chestnut. Nevada going to go back to this press defense. That's worked well for them, but the Toradors have done a decent job breaking it. She'll move it over to Brooke Weisbrod, who will move it back to Tunzovic, back to Weisbrod. Poked away as they try to move it over to Shivers. Nevada bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Anderson. Takes the jumper. Off the glass and in, so it'll be 22-21 as this second period is winding down. The Toradors want to go in to halftime with some pressure and the score on their side. Tunzovic making a few moves over to Chestnut. Had an open lane, but she gets it back over to Tunzovic, and they're going to call the foul on Evelyn Anderson, and so it'll just stay Tortor's basketball.
With 38 seconds in this period here.
Yeah, 38.9 seconds, plenty of time for the Tortors to make a move, but in order to apply some pressure, they're going to want Tuntovic to at least make one of these free throws.
She has 100% free throw percentage on the year, and now it might go down.
That is a tough break for the Tortors, but good thing about when you go to the free throw line, you get to for a reason.
That is a true statement, Jacob. Looks like senior Sydney Adams getting taped up there on the bench.
Makes the second one, so 1 for 1, not too bad. Yeah, Silas pointed out, senior Sydney Adams getting taped up on the bench over there. Could be something the Tortors want to look to watch out for, and the Cubs might want to take advantage of. Nevada brings the ball up. Gets it over to Evelyn Anderson. Back over to Dakota Hendricks, throws it way up and caught by Coach Corson. What a play by Coach Corson.
Shows some athleticism there back in his glory days.
Yeah, it shows that this girl's not the only ones doing it.
He says he was a point guard. He was the passing type, not the shooting type, but I believe he still has it.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, but he better just stick to coaching.
And coaching he will do. The Tortors are tied 22-22 with 22 seconds left of this.
Yeah, the Tortors
period.
have been good. And that ball just ripped away from Johnson. What an aggressive play. She might have been clearly out of bounds. Oh, those guys were both definitely out of bounds. But I guess we'll keep our opinions for ourselves. Jugs up a shot.
Tortors are
no
keeping
good.
the composure. Adams making up the court.
Adams, 3 seconds left. Adams. A layup, bang, bang! Adams at the buzzer. 24-22, going into halftime. What a play by Adams! And we will be back with you after this performance by the Tortors drill team. Stay tuned, and we'll see you after halftime.
Lead 24-22. At this time, we would like to welcome our Boone High drill team to the floor. Tonight, the Boone drill team will be performing their hip-hop dance routine that they will be performing at the Iowa State Dance Competition on Friday, December 6th. Good luck at the state competition.
Pull up. Chiropractic. Tonight's contestant has the opportunity to determine if they will shoot a free throw for $20, a three-pointer for $30, Caitlin Clark logo for $3, from the green lines for $50, or a half-court shot for $100. Tonight's contestant,
Jaden Clark.
and they will be shooting from
Half-court line.
Good luck, Jaden. Thank you to Boone Family Chiropractic for your support of Boone activities, the Boone Booster Club, and Toreador Basketball.
For tuning into our live stream.
We appreciate your support and hope you enjoy the coverage.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. And smash that like button.
Stay tuned for more events and sports highlights. Roll doors.
And we are back from halftime. Toradors lead 24-22. Silas, what do you like the Toradors have done so far, and what do they need to do to expand this lead and just take over this game?
Well, obviously, they need to keep some more points up on the board, play some more solid defense, but they need to watch their fouls. They've been getting a lot more here recently, and I believe it's been keeping this game closer than it may seem.
Yeah, I agree with you. It appears a lot of their fouls are coming in the paint, mostly from sophomore Ava Johnson. It appears she's gotten quite a few of them, so
Might have to watch that.
Yeah, of course they might have to watch that, but luckily center is one of their deeper positions. They have Johnson and Shivers, and then Weisbrod can play the center a little bit. So they got a few centers. Howie can play the center, so they've got a few. So if they run into any trouble, the Toradors should be okay. 24-22 in this third period of play. It'll be the Toradors basketball. Sydney Adams, she was limping. Me and Silas pointed out, we saw during halftime she was limping, but is that going to stop her? No. Takes a shot. The Toradors will lose the ball. It appears sophomore Hallie Bailey, or not Hallie, dude. My fault. Silas was trying to communicate something. He was saying Howie. Apparently, Silas has really bad handwriting. It's going to be Nevada basketball. Nevada Cubs basketball. Ivan Hertz inbound the ball. It'll be Nevada basketball. She goes for a journey with those Euro steps, and it is no good. Gets it out to Dakota Hendricks. And gets it into the paint. That'll be Richard Borwick trying to get something going. And, it'll be a foul on the Toradors.
Like I touched on previously.
See what the Toradors can get going here.
Cubs swinging the ball around the arc.
Cubs trying to get some points on the board so they can get something going here. Dakota Hendricks takes up a shot. Rolls around the rim. No good. Ivan Hertz gets the bucket to go. 26-24. Toradors get it over to Macy Chestnut. She'll get it over to Ava Johnson. Spin cycle. Bang by sophomore Ava Johnson. She's been a beast out there in the paint for the Toradors. Coach Corson said that Ava Johnson is going to be a secret weapon this year. That she's put a lot of hard work in over the offseason, so he's going to try to play through her in times of need, such as now for the Toradors. We're in this close game, but trying to pull away. Not a bad time to play through Ava Johnson.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's why I said it. And that will be Emily Kelly on the three-pointer for the Cubs. Moves it back in closer. Shannon Jenkins drives in. Gets hit on the wrist. There might have been a foul. Ball goes out to Tunzovic. She'll find Jenkins again, who pops the three. No good. Cubs moves the ball around. Gets it over to Ivan. Dakota Hendricks hits the ball. Throws it into Borwick, who gets it out to Evelyn Anderson trying to make a play, but it'll not work.
Some nice hustle shown there by the Cubs, but does not quite seem to work there as Torador ball.
Yeah, I agree, Silas. One thing that the teams have lacked maybe a little bit is hustle play, would you say?
Some grit and determination.
Yeah, I agree. So the Cubs taking advantage of that. Macy throws up a 3, air ball. But, yeah, Silas, that's a good point to point out there, that both teams have kind of lacked a little bit of hustle and determination. So Cubs showing that a little bit can maybe get the Tortoise to start doing some of that.
Or it could be the straw that broke the camel's back there and lead the Cubs to the victory.
Yeah, that's a good saying. Tortoise maybe need to watch out for the Cubs to have some hustle and determination. Tonzovic takes it in, aggressive. There's some determination. Runs over Evelyn Anderson, and Tonzovic goes to the line. What a play by Heidi Tonzovic. I mean, phenomenal. That was a beautiful play by Tonzovic right there. She'll go to the line. She's 1 for 2 so far. Trying to increase that free throw percentage. Makes the first. Tonzovic has been quite the shooter tonight for the Tortoise. So she goes 2 for 2 from three-point line, and she has made 2 out of the 3 free throws.
I'm going to talk here while Jacob gets his composure. Tonzovic puts the ball up. She gets that free throw here. Keeping the Tortoise in the lead here. Cubs bring the ball up the court. Some great defense shown here by the Tortoise.
Yeah, I agree. Tonzovic gonna try to play some defense after making those layups and those free throws. Tortoise get the ball in. Macy Chestnut bring it up. She has a wide open Shannon Jenkins. Underthrows it. That press defense must have got to her a little bit. But she gets right back on defense. There's some hustle by Macy Chestnut. Silas speaking that into earth a little bit. And it's paid off for the Tortoise.
Game staying close here.
Yeah, the Tortoise trying to pull away, but it is not working.
Adams inbounding.
Adams trying to find Chestnut, and she does. Chestnut pump fakes, takes the shot.
Does not connect there.
Trying to get something to go in.
And that is a Cub on the ground. I believe she face planted Jacob. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. That was quite the play. A little overdramatic, if you ask me. That was definitely a flop, no doubt. But
either a flop or a trip, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. But, both teams got to do whatever they can to help them out a little bit. Cubs bring the ball up. See what they can do. It's kind of been a slow offensive game from both teams. Definitely more of a defensive matchup, but some teams play through the defense. They do say defense wins championships, and that is shown today as the Cubs take the lead on a nice layup from Rachel Borwick, maybe. Tonzovic stuck. Doesn't even know who she's throwing the ball to. Just throws up a prayer and
throws a blind pass there in no man's land.
Shivers almost knocks the ball away. Kind of leaving Chestnut all to herself in no man's land. Tortoise don't even know who they're guarding. Need to watch that. Cindy Adams knocks the ball and it touches Ivan Sheets, and so it'll be Tortoise basketball.
I believe the Tortoise are feeling a little flustered here. They need to lock in and just take a deep breath here. They see the scoreboard and they see that they are not ahead, so they just need to take a deep breath and get some points up on the board and get their composure back.
Yeah, I agree. The Tortoise see that they're down, and that makes their heads go down. They just need to realize that it's only a 1 point deficit. They need to not get flustered. They need to understand that there's a lot of time left in this game, and once they can get that through their heads, they will be A-okay. And that's why it looks like Corson calls a timeout to try to get his team back in the right mindset. We will take a break, and we'll be right back with you after this short timeout. Tortoise basketball. Jenkins gets it over to Howie. They got numbers over to Shivers. Euro. Misses it, but she will go to the line. Silas, sorry I interrupted you. Were you saying something?
I just said Shivers cannot quite connect on the basket there.
Yeah, that is a correct statement, but she is going to go to the free throw line. Shivers been a pretty good player for the Tortoise so far, being a good role player. Let's see what she can do here. Makes the free throw. Good job by Shivers. Playing her role and maybe being the leader that the Tortoise need to not get flustered and stay calm out there.
Tied the game up. See if she can take the lead here.
I'll see what she can do.
And the Tortoise will make that one. They lead 32, 32 to 31.
Yeah, she makes the second free throw to stay 100% on the season. That is just incredible. She's playing her role. That ball is, that was a foul. Didn't quite see who from, but Shivers comes out. Johnson goes in. Howie goes out. Jenkins goes in. And Weisbrod goes out. And Adams comes in. So we'll see what they do with that. Like we said, Malie was playing her part, and then we'll see if Ava can be the leader. The Tortoise seem to have numbers every single time on the transition, but that press defense is getting the Tortoise. Tunzovic breaks it. Over to Jenkins. Pops the three ball. You got it. Shannon Jenkins makes the three ball. Silas, that has been one thing the Tortoise have done really good tonight is their three ball. Do you think they look to continue putting up three-point shots, or what do you think they need to do here?
I believe they will look to keep the three-pointers coming down. I believe they need to look down the court more for the open players as the Cubs are pressing. And that is a big hit by Jenkins, but they will not call it as a three by Macy, but it won't connect.
Jenkins catches a body right there, but I agree with you, Silas. The Tortoise need to look down. They have numbers every single time, and they don't even realize it. That'll be a foul on the Tortoise.
Sydney Adams at the line.
Oh, my fault. Foul on the Cubs. Get confused. There's only two teams. Makes the first, so she is staying pretty good so far. That is her 12th point of the night, I believe.
Macy out for Shivers.
Yeah, Corson must have liked something Shivers was doing in her time in, so she puts her back in. And Adams makes the second free throw to take her points to 13 for the total of the night. Note, 9 of those coming from three-pointers. She has been a very good three-point shooter tonight. Jenkins tries to save it. Refs say Cub basketball, so Shannon's attempt to save it was no good.
If I'm not mistaken, I see Ava Johnson and Malia Shivers here on the court. I believe Corson is wanting to put some more aggression and more power in that paint for the Tortoise.
Yeah, he likes the three. He's got some three-point shooters out there, Jenkins, Tunzovic, and Adams, but he's also keeping that the
aggression.
Yeah, the aggression in the paint. So it's looking like a 2017-2018 Detroit Pistons out here with Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond out there, but also having some shooters like Jeff Teague. Hopefully this can pan out for the Tortoise, because I agree with Corson. I think this is a good strategy to try to add some to the paint, as they have 37 points and the Cubs have 31, so they're also going to try to keep adding to this lead. Jenkins gets the ball inbounded from Adams. Won't go, and they're going to call for a jump ball, it looks like. So see who can win this jump ball. Appears that it goes to the Tortoise. Adams trying to get the ball, trying to find her man. Gets him to Tunzovic. Tunzovic drives through over to Adams. Pump fakes. Shoots her shot.
That's a 2 for Adams.
Yeah, you got it all day, Adams. That'll be 15 for Adams on the day. She uses her three-point ability to pump fake on an opponent and drive and take that too. Johnson tries to go for that rebound, kicks it out over to Jenkins, who just throws it right over to Rachel Borwick for the easy bucket.
The pump fake shown by Adams is a very good move to break the Nevada's 2-on-1 defense.
Yeah, that is a good way to point that out. That Nevada has left the Tortoise open, but right there they had it covered. Adams is going to shoot this.
Wide open.
And you got it. Once again, Sydney Adams, that'll take her to 18. So she is already over her 17.5 points per game on the season. So her average is going to look to go up, and she has 4 3-pointers. Like we mentioned before, she's one of the leaders in 4A for a reason, and she's shown that tonight. Corson, Corson, when we talked to her, or talked to Corson, he said he's going to find a play through Adams, and you can see why tonight she has 19, and she's going to the line for one more. Adams has just been brilliant tonight. Torto's going to make a quick move. Shivers goes out. Howie goes in.
Sydney looks to put more points up here for the Tortoise. Put some more point on the board. Correction, my bad.
Yeah, Sydney has been so good tonight. She is definitely, you can definitely see why Corson wants to play through here. She'll take her next free throw.
And she will make it.
What else did we expect? 20 points, 21 points. 20 points, I believe, on the night for her. So she continues as she goes out, and Ava Hayes goes in for the Tortoise.
Bree Morgan was also brought in there. 2 fresh players from the bench.
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
to put some energy into this game here.
Yeah,
That's a jump ball for the Tortoise.
Jump balls, so Bree Morgan making her presence felt early. That is 2 JV basketball players for the Tortoise, maybe looking to bring some grit, some people who need to show why they've earned their spot on varsity.
That's something you really like to see. Four Tortoise on that one ball. It's the aggression you need to keep this victory, or to keep these the lead the Tortoise have.
Holy smokes! Takes that shot from like 4 or 5 steps away from the 3-point line and just chucks it up, and Dakota Hendricks just makes it. Wow, what a great shot. So after the third period, it's 45-36. Tortoise lead, and we'll see what what Sydney Adams has. Sorry about that, for the rest of the night as we get back to you after this short break. And we are back, bringing you the last period of Tortoise action. 45 Tortoise, 36 Cubs. Tortoise look to get to 3-0, and the Cubs look to try to get their first one on the season. Tortoise.
Tonsvik tries to connect with Shannon there, but is intercepted by the Cubs. They make their way down the court.
Yeah, the Cubs trying to get back into this game. This game is not over yet, so
air
see what
ball.
they can do. Sydney Adams bringing it up, trying to take advantage of the lead they have, and they're going to call for a travel. Might have been a foul, but they'll call for a travel. So Sydney Adams will get back. Wondering what Corson's strategy will be here. Silas, if you are Coach Corson, what are you looking to do in this final play when you're up?
I'm looking to keep that lead up and show the strong defense that he's been working on. He needs to keep this lead so he can keep the polished record he has here.
Yeah, I agree. This will be back-to-back seasons. The Tortoise have started 3-0 if they can get the W tonight, which is looking pretty good. Townsville tries to connect with Chestnut, but it slips out of her hands. So it'll be Cubs basketball. Yeah, I agree with Silas, trying to just keep some points on the board, but also the most important thing is going to be playing good defense. You're already up, might as well just play the defense. Dakota Hendricks wants to take the 3. She pump fakes and gets it over to Emily Key. Puts up the layup.
I believe
No
it's
good.
Emily Kelly that just
Emily
missed that
Kelly.
basket.
I apologize on that. Forgot the L's, only read the E.
Like I said previously, the defense is being shown here strong tonight by the Toradors.
Yeah, they take out Ava Johnson, who's got a bucket load of fouls, and put in Malia Shivers, sophomore Malia Shivers. Takes the 3 ball. Evelyn Anderson. Ought to go out of bounds.
Some emotion showed by Adams there.
Yeah, she's definitely showing the strive to win. She definitely is showing some grit and determination, as she's been the leader for the Toradors tonight. So you can understand why she's getting a little upset. They get it in over to Rachel Borick, who tries to get it in and makes a great pass over to Emily Kelly. And
That is a great defensive play by Malia Shivers, but I believe there is a foul.
yeah, just trying to play some good defense there, and does her job, but gets called for a foul. So we'll see if Kelly can make her free throws. Oh, unlucky as the first one bounces off the rim. Goes for a second free throw and misses. Rebound Adams. She has Chestnut open, but is just going to take it herself, then gets it over to Chestnut. Chestnut has Jenkins so wide open, and then gets it over to Tunzovic. It appears the Nevada Cubs are playing some zone defense, and that is why they're leaving the Toradors open. They're playing really aggressive inside, and then they're leaving the 3 ball open. They want the Toradors to take those 3-pointers, it appears. Now they're going back over to man.
Screened by Shivers.
Now over to zone again. That ball's poked away by Dakota Hendricks. And so it'll stay Toradors' ball because they're going to call for a foul there. Shivers goes out and Johnson goes back in. Corson trying to watch Johnson's fouls, as he does need her in this game to be a strong defender right now. So
Tunzovic inbounding. I believe she's looking for Shannon, and Shannon gets the ball.
she
Making her way
connects
up
with
the court.
Shannon. She has Macy open. She will get it over to Macy. Macy just throws it back over to Jenkins.
Kicks to Jenkins.
Jenkins drives across the baseline, gets it over to Adams, who'll take a jumper.
Does not connect there.
Yeah, rare miss from Adams. We've seen that move a lot tonight with the pump fake 3 and then the drive-in jumper, and it's worked for her for the most part.
She certainly does have more makes than misses tonight, Jacob.
Yeah, that is for sure. Definitely looking good on the resume for Adams so far. Cubs. Oh, miscommunication there, and then it results in a Shannon Jenkins steal, but the Cubs get the ball back. Dakota Hendricks with the ball. Gets it over to Ivan Hertz. That ball is ripped away by Sydney Adams, and they're going to call a foul on her, and she was clearly upset about that call. Understand, that looked like all ball to me. So it'll be Dakota Hendricks inbounding, and she'll get it over to Emily Kelly. Back over to Hendricks. Hendricks has kind of been the key player. Hendricks and Kelly have kind of been the 2 key players for the Cubs tonight. Hendricks is a senior, and Kelly is a junior, so they'll get Kelly back for 1 more year after this. Get it over to Rachel Borwick, who gets it down to Ivan Hertz. Strong defense by Johnson, denying that one. Jenkins drives in, has the lane, but it bounces around and misses. So with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, same score as before, 45-36. Silas, do you still look to apply pressure, or are you just going into defensive mode now?
I feel like the Toradors just need to continue how they've been going, keeping their defense strong. But I have seen that the refs need to call some fair, or need to call fair for both sides of the ball. I didn't really see the foul on Shivers a couple minutes back, but they just need to look on to improving that.
Yeah, I would definitely say both teams are being aggressive in the post, so definitely need to look to call some stuff in the post. But in an intense game like this, some calls are going to get missed, some calls are going to get made, and we'll be back with you after this short timeout. We are back with 4 minutes and 51 seconds in this final period of play. Tortors 45, Cubs 36, and bringing the ball up for the Cubs will be Dakota Hendricks. She'll get it over to Hillman, who will get the ball over to the post. Lucky bounce over to Borick, and that'll be poked away and out of bounds. It'll stay Cubs ball, I believe. And it will, and Dakota Hendricks will inbound the ball. Probably going to try to look to get this ball to Kelly. Oh, she does not. Gets it over to Hillman.
Lobs it up.
Back over to Hendricks. Cubs needing to get some points on the board here. Gets it over to Kelly, who will be... Oh, they're going to call a push on that. On Sydney Adams. So Sydney is getting some unlucky fouls here that I'm not sure if I 100% agree with. So it's almost like the Cubs are trying to do anything they can to get it out of the game.
Anderson at the line.
No free throws.
Oh, correction, my bad.
Dakota throws up a prayer, and that was not the shot in that time, but she'll take it anyways. Foul on Nevada.
Tonzovic inbounding.
So we'll see what the Tortors can do here, as they have 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to work with. Just might want to go into defensive mode, but it appears they've had numbers almost every single time. Right now they have a 3-2 advantage. You just need to get the ball down there, and they have Chestnut wide open.
Shannon looking a little flustered there, trying to
Chestnut
find their star players.
gets it over to Johnson. Johnson's going to work around, does that spin move that's worked for her all night, and she gets it again. What a move by Ava Johnson. I mean, we've talked about the post aggression, and she gets the post aggression that is very needed. So Corson trying to play through her right now, and it's working. Oh, don't even know what to call that. Turnover is what I'm going to call it, and they'll get it over to Sydney Adams. Tortors
for the basket.
Breaks for the basket. They're going to call it on, it appears, Evelyn Anderson.
And she will go out.
Yeah, she'll go out. She might be done for the night.
She's racked up a few fouls here tonight.
Yeah, all right. I think everyone's racked up a few fouls. This has been a very aggressive match in the paint. Definitely been a war in the paint.
It's something you like to see through a young team like this. Both teams playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores, but they also have some talent in the upperclassmen with Sydney Adams, and I believe it is Dakota Hendricks.
Yeah, she's been a good player for the Nevada Cubs tonight. Her and Emily Kelly have been really good players, but I agree with you. They both have good young players. That is an air ball by Chestnut, but yeah, this is when Corson needs to look to appreciate.
A great defensive play by Shannon.
Oh,
but
good play by
quite
Shannon.
Keep it in bounds.
Can't quite be in bounds, but as I was saying, this is when Corson looks to appreciate his people in the paint like Shivers and Johnson, who have been fighting in the battleground all night for those rebounds and playing aggressive basketball for him. And that's what has given him this 11-point lead, 47-36 with 3 minutes left for the Tortors.
Corson is on his feet, invested in this game.
Yeah, determined, still with 3 minutes left.
That is a jump ball.
Yeah, he's feeling good. Oh! They're calling that
unaggressive play shown by number 24, Rachel Borick.
Yeah, Corson is in shambles right now, in disbelief after that call.
He's found his way on the court. He might need to take a couple steps back so they continue this game here.
Yeah, might need to put some melatonin in his water, get him to calm down a little bit. Tortors bring the ball up the court. Macy has a lane of her own and just throws it off Dakota Hendricks.
As Nevada is down, they are getting flustered with the Tortors gaining the lead over them. The score is 47-36 with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in this last period.
Yeah, I think Nevada's kind of realized that if they want to win this game, they got to start something now, and the Tortors have shut down everything they're doing. So,
just something you really like to see.
Yeah, something like to see out of the Tortors, and we'll see how this game finishes after this short timeout. We are back to finish out some varsity girls basketball action. Sydney Adams throws up a 3, and Chestnut gets the rebound. Good play by Chestnut. Makes
it
the
to
girl
Adams.
fall. Adams
Tries again, but
tries again off the foot of Weisbrod, who gets it into Johnson, playing strong. She'll fight for it. Ava Johnson being aggressive. You like to see that out of the young player.
Adams showing some tiredness. She can't quite get the ball to the basket there, but she has made her stand here with, I believe, 22 points, is it?
Yeah, 22 is what I have too, Silas. You know, the Tortors are playing some good basketball right now. They're playing aggressive, and like we said, Adams is tired, or like you said, Adams is tired, but she's a team leader and she's a team player, and so she's going to stick these 2 minutes and 39 seconds out, and she's going to play.
Yep, she's really filled her role here.
Yeah, I agree. So after this timeout, we will be back with you. We are back for some Tortor action. The Tortors trying to close out Nevada 47-36, just trying to close this game out. It's like trying to get a first down with after the 2-minute warning.
Johnson at the arc tries to swing it to Chestnut,
Yeah.
but does not connect.
That's a good aggressive play. That's a good foul on Johnson. It's a foul on Johnson. So
Her numbers are creeping up here.
yeah, she's definitely going to be nearing the ejection. So taking free throws for Nevada. No good. It appears it is Jorian Hellman. Takes her second. No good. But Rachel Borwick gets the rebound and gets the foul. So Corson going to look to make a few adjustments. He has Shannon Jenkins and Malia Shivers ready to come in after this free throw attempt, which is Brick. Johnson goes out, and so does Brooke Weisbrod, and so Shivers goes in with Jenkins.
The doors need to take a look to change when they head down the lane with a head of steam.
Yeah, that's a good point, Silas. Shannon just rips the ball out, but steps out of bounds. Tortors.
Take a charge. Correction, my bad.
Yeah, that Johnson could have probably taken a charge right there. That's a good point to make, Silas. I definitely agree with that statement.
Thank you.
Wide open three for Dakota Hendricks. She's taking some insane shots. Looking like Curtis Jones out there. Just pulling up from anywhere. Jenkins going to shoot this. Rolls around. Shivers getting an aggressive rebound. Dropping the hip. Playing through and gets the foul. What a play by Malia Shivers. She's been an aggressive player. But she did miss that shot, so that is going to take her 100% shot season down. Shivers is 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, so 3 for 3 continues her excellence at the free throw line.
And the Tortors gain a couple more points above the Cubs.
Yeah, it'll be a 12-point lead with 2 minutes left. It's going to be hard to come back from this.
I believe the score is 48-36 with 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock.
Yeah, Silas, after this free throw, which is no good. What do you think the Cubs need to do in order to come back? You know, the Tortors have shut down everything. So what's going through your head if you're a Cub right now?
They obviously are feeling flustered. They are fouling more often than they have been all game, but they just need to look to get some more consistent points up on the board if they look to come back toward the Tortors. But I don't think the Tortors are going to let that happen as they're swinging the ball around, just making the Cubs look dizzy.
Just
Adams
trying to
tries
waste
make a
some
play for the
time.
basket, but the refs will call something here.
Yeah, just trying to waste some clock here. And I mean, there's a minute 30 left. They're down by 12. You might as well take this one home. This game's probably over, but we will continue to watch the action and see what happens as Adams goes to the line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is she 4 for 4 tonight from the free throw line, or 3 for 4?
I believe she's 3 for 4.
4 for 5 now.
I actually believe she missed her first 2, and then she made 1, and then she missed another one.
And then she made that 3. That's what we. Okay,
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, Adams is a star player out here
Yeah,
tonight.
it doesn't even matter.
And she will make both of those for the Toradors to get the lead 50-36 with a minute and 37 left in the quarter.
Yeah, she comes off. I'd like to note there are 3 sophomores out there for the Toradors right now. So as we mentioned maybe way earlier, if you can remember, both teams are very, very young. Howie gets the poke.
They're looking to get the younger
Oh,
players.
throws it up. Townsend just slaps that ball right into Howie. I mean, that's a good play by Townsend. Good heads-up play. So
Both teams are looking to get their younger players some more action in order to have not only a successful season this year, but to have successful seasons here to come.
yeah, the Toradors are set up for a good future. I agree. So they definitely have a good future lineup, and we'll see what they can do. They got to keep playing some defense. They have a
With Howie at the
14-point
line.
lead. Kind of a rainbow shot. She kind of really threw that one up there.
Sometimes you just got to throw them up there. Can I say I'm the greatest shooter myself? What about you, Jacob?
I'm a good bowler. That's about it.
If I do recall, you were a 2-time state champion.
Yeah, that is right. Seems kind of irrelevant to basketball, but I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you.
Howie misses her second, and the Cubs make a play down the court.
Oh,
Macy-
Chestnut, aggressive defense.
Macy not showing any sign of tiredness as she takes the ball away from the Cubs
Yeah.
with Weisbrod with the rebound.
I'm not even sure what defense the Toradors are playing there, but it was working, and with a minute left, down by 14, Silas. You mean this game's got to be over, right?
That's what you call the trash minutes, where anything can happen, anything good or bad, here for the Toradors or the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs might want to try to get a lead. Townsend tries to throw up a 3 ball, and
48 seconds left here.
she was 2 for 2 from the night. Not going to be 2 for 3, so they're going to call travel with 42 seconds. And with the 35-second shot clock, you got to think Corson's just going to try to drain all the time possible, right?
We might see that happen here soon.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
With junior Ava Hayes coming in for the rebound.
With Ava Hayes coming in, they're probably going to try just to waste of time.
The inbound was denied by number 24.
That is going to be Rachel Borwick.
Borwick.
She's been
That's
a
correct.
standout player for them tonight. Rachel Borwick.
She has shown a lot of aggressiveness toward the Toradors tonight.
She's been a good defender against Ava Johnson tonight when she's been in. Ava Hayes is going to drive to the hoop, take a shot, and she'll get fouled.
I believe she'll take a couple shots from the line here.
Yeah, Ava Hayes making her presence felt early on with 31 seconds left. Doesn't really matter, but she says, hey, I'm going to make a name for myself right now.
Yep, let's see if she can keep her composure here at the line and make these 2 points. I believe I heard some barking here in the stands, and Ava will miss her first free throw.
Yeah, I heard some barking coming from the stands. She'll miss her first free throw. That probably threw her off a little bit. Might have been some Nevada fans a little salty about the loss they're having.
I heard some barking again, and that might have caused Ava to miss both of her free throws. But the Toradors still will lead 50-36 with 25 seconds left and ticking down.
Some players must have just not wanted Ava to succeed in life, which
Cubs pull it from the corner, but they cannot connect.
Shivers on the aggressive play. Johnson and Shivers, we got the package duo in there right now, so we're seeing this a little bit from Corson. When he needs some defense, he puts Shivers and Johnson in.
This is the youngest team we've seen all night with 4 sophomores in the game right now with 1 accompanying junior, Ava Hayes.
Yeah, and that ball be knocked out. 12.9 seconds. You might as well just get on the bus and go home at this point. This game's over.
I agree with you, Jacob.
Yeah, I hope they enjoy their 25-minute bus ride home. So the Toradors will get into victory formation after this stop, which is recovered by Shivers. Rachel Borwick going to try to play defense. You cannot guard Shivers. And that'll be the ending. Your final score, 50 Toradors, 36 Cubs. And that'll be the end. We would like to thank everyone for their support and for watching our live stream. Without our viewers, we could not put on this fantastic production at every sporting event. The Toradors will win 50-36 with Sydney Adams having 22 points, I believe. The next time Boone will be back in action is December 3rd, as both the boys and girls teams will travel to Fort Dodge. This has been Jacob Boone along with Silas Young, and once again, we would like to say thank you for watching. As always, roll doors.
And I'd also like to thank everyone.
Thank you for tuning to our live stream. We appreciate your support and hope you enjoy the coverage. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe on our YouTube. Stay tuned for more events and sports highlights. Roll doors.